I'm Steph Murphy.
I'm Matt Murphy.
We have lived in Rochester for about 10 years now. We've been married 9 years now, and we have 3 kids, an 8-year-old daughter, Macy, a 2-year-old son, Kyler, and a 4-month-old girl, Bryn. We ended up at Christ Community after, what seemed like completely disconnected events. Now we know it was God's great plan to get us there, but I had texted a neighbor at the time because I had heard that they were involved in the church. But the one thing I'll never forget is she texted asking what time we would be going to the service and said, "We'd love to treat you to a cup of coffee at the cafe." And I'll never forget that because that sort of hospitality has followed us our entire time there. So before we came to Christ Community, I was pretty spiritually lost. I went through something very traumatic in my early 20s, and it kind of instantly just turned my life upside down. And I just became so fearful and angry at God that I fell away from Him completely and started kind of leaning into some really unhealthy coping habits and lived that way for years until I finally started getting help for the trauma and finally started healing. And that's when I started to feel that pull. I remember telling Matt, I feel like God is calling me to be close to Him again.
That transformation has been, nothing short of God. There was so many things that happened in our life that were just by chance, that at that time felt like by chance, but really it was God bringing us to where we are today.
Being at Christ Community, it not only reestablished that relationship with Jesus Christ for me, but the church has taught me how to nurture that relationship. And so now, prayer is the first thing I do when I wake up in the morning. I talk to God daily. I engage in His Word. God is a loving God, and He doesn't waste pain. And so it's just learning God's grace. It is by His grace alone that I have this peace and this true joy in my life now that I didn't feel for so long. For anyone out there that is feeling that sort of pain or feeling lost or hopeless, I would just say start small. I still, for a long time, didn't necessarily feel like He was listening to me, but I would start praying anyway. Just lean into whatever amount of faith that you have at the time, and then it's just, it's a miracle when you look back and see how much things have changed.